thought we could have played a little better, but like Kim was alluding to, we'll go back and watch film. I don't want to overreact because we've had a good 2 weeks. So we'll have to go back and watch film and see where we can, continue to grow and get better as a unit.
Those second chance points in the first half, it was 9-0 for Wyoming, nothing in the second. But how did that kind of spark their lead going forward?
We got to do a better job of boxing out. I mean, it's one young lady, to be honest, that we need to do. And she's just a little taller, she's just a little stronger, and we need to do it by committee. I think we did a decent job for how good of a player she is, but what we can't have is her score 20 and then give up 21 points from the three and foul them and get them to the free throw line. You can't combine those mistakes. They have lost when she's had 34. You just can't let the other kids go off, even when she's having a great game.
Like you said, she's a difficult player to stop, but Callie Clark kind of seems to have a better matchup when she's up against her, especially in the last game in Wyoming. What do you see from her?
I mean, Callie's just, she gives us that low post presence both offensively and defensively, but she was in foul trouble. She picked up 2 quick ones in the first quarter, and then we had to sit her for the rest of the time, so she was a little bit out of sync. But we'll get her back going. It's a different guard when Callie's in there. AD did a good job, and we need to lend some support and help her, but we definitely can't combine the help and give up threes as well.
Wyoming's a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams in the conference with all of the length that they have on the perimeter and at the guard spot. What sort of challenges does that provide for Sdsu defensively?
We're quick and we're shifty and we can shoot the ball well, but we're small. So it's we got to do a better job of really applying pressure. I'm disappointed in the pressure to discourage the pass to go inside. The way they play, there's not a lot of room for dribble drive type stuff, and we just backed off. We were engaged, but we just allowed the ball to go inside. So we need to do a better job. You're right. It's a matchup problem for everybody, but hopefully we'll get another chance at them in the Mountain West tournament.
And tempo too. Just grinding possessions where they milk at least 20 seconds off before even really attempting an attack. What does the team need to do to stay in it with each possession?
We talked a lot about we're at our best when we're running and playing with pace and playing in space, and I thought we got a little fatigued. Wyoming had all week to prepare for us. They had a bye. This is the 4th time that's happened to us this season, and we were just a little tired, and I think we ran out of gas.
What do you think of your shot selection today?
I thought our shot selection was pretty good. I thought us making layups was horrendous. We missed too many easy ones at the basket. We worked too hard to get those shots, and I thought we blew probably 12 to 15, easy chance points, just not finishing and focusing and finishing at the rim.
You only shot 8 threes, only made 1. Do you want to see more 3-point shots from the team?
That's by design. That's not by me. I was going to say Colorado State. Wyoming does a good job of denying the pass, so we couldn't get our shooters open, and they top block and keep us on one side of the floor. So we needed to go inside and finish at the rim. I knew this wasn't going to be a game where we'd shoot a lot of threes. It's just not that type of team unless you can get them in transition, and we weren't able to do that today.
Looking ahead to UNLV, that's always a tough game, but you beat them last time and have been playing really well on the road.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task to beat them up there, but I think we'll be prepared, and I think they're confident after the victory here. But we got to play a lot harder, and we got to play a lot faster, and together to beat them on the road.
Team's 8-2 on the road. The majority of losses of the season have been at home. Is there anything that you've noticed, kind of mentality-wise, about the team on the road that you can maybe transition over here to the Mesa?
I wish I knew. I'm happy that we're playing better on the road. That's been an Achilles heel for us in the past, but we got to do a better job of taking advantage of and using our home court. I haven't found that out. As soon as I do, I'll bottle that up and bring it back home for us.
Kim just set the program record for games played. What have you seen through her throughout the years and how she's grown?
She's a loyal kid, and she gives everything she has to this program. She's like a Swiss Army knife. She can do a lot of different things. She can rebound, she can bring the ball up, she can score at all different levels. She's just been a kid that has been an Aztec through and through for the last 5 years. So I will forever be grateful for her loyalty in this day and age when kids are transferring and trying to find the new shiny thing. She stayed true to this program, and I'll always appreciate that out of her.
Kim, you were just talking with Coach before coming in here about a concern that you had with the team and consistent energy. What was that about?
Yeah, just something we've been preaching, the whole year, being consistent in our efforts, not just the first one, but the second, the third, which is just like old boards, if you turn it over, get back on defense, get the ball back. And that's just things we can control, if we're missing stuff like that, that happens to every player. But just our energy being consistent, basically, from the first to the fourth. Yeah, pretty much.
Allison Ferdig leads the conference in scoring. What makes her such a tough matchup when you're guarding her?
Yeah, I think she's just very skilled around the rim. Her players, her teammates know how to get her the ball. They have great misdirection on the offensive side, so it makes you, kind of really think about if you're going to swarm her or guard somebody else. But just all around, yeah, pretty good player.
One of the biggest challenges about playing a game like this that started out, so physical and pretty much was the whole game, had to work for everything inside and out.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
Just biggest challenge about a physical game like this.
Honestly, I prefer a physical game, but I do think it makes you, just kind of rise to that physicality if you aren't. But I also think it's just adjusting to, the calls that the referees are making and the fouls and, just kind of being conscious of your own fouls and how aggressive you're being if it does, go into a physical kind of game. Yeah.
Obviously a disappointing loss today, but you set the franchise or program record for games played last week. What does that mean to you in your career here?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's a lot of games. I'm super blessed, super fortunate. I'm also thankful for the coaches and the staff for giving me the opportunity every single game. There's people at a bunch of programs, but doesn't mean they're going to play every single game like I did. So definitely a huge shout out to the staff. And yeah, just a blessing. Love San Diego State.
Have you felt like you've matured and evolved as a player throughout your time here?
I don't know. There's a lot of aspects, I think, on the court, off the court, but definitely, how I see the game. I think when I first got here, I was more stressed about all the little things, but now I think my IQ has, developed, just kind of reading the defense way better than I used to when I was 18 years old, and just kind of, recognizing the momentum of the game, when to slow things down, push in transition, just a lot of little things, and definitely also how to, lead the team. Yeah.
What did the team discuss at half court after the game?
Yeah, just to be consistent, and there needs to be a sense of urgency, from our first quarter to our fourth quarter. Every single minute counts, every single possession. Turnovers and lackadaisical plays can't win us a game, especially a great team like Wyoming. And just to stay together, and we have a lot of games left. We have a whole tournament left, and to just be positive.
The team's 8-2 away from Villalobos. Most of the losses are here at home. Is there anything different about the mentality for the team away, or what's that about?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think the mentality is the same. We always want to win. We always want to compete. We always, hope to start the games with our defense, and it'll translate to offense. But didn't have good luck this time, I guess.
What's the biggest challenge when the three-point shots aren't falling for the offense?
I think just in general, when we're missing a lot, everyone also, of course, you get in your own head, but threes are more than twos, so that's a huge help from our shooters. But yeah, just trying to complete every play. It is difficult, but yeah.
Do you take anything away from this loss going forward in the season?
Yeah, I try to stay positive about every single loss, just telling the team, relaying that we still have games to play, we have a tournament to play, and to stick together. This is a loss, but there's still, you can still learn from every single loss we do play, and yeah, be better.